Well, good morning, everyone. I wonder how many of you, when you opened your eyes this morning, were very excited as you remembered that today was a very special day. Today is the day that we celebrate Pi Day. Well, I'm being a little bit silly, aren't I? Because most of you were probably thinking it was Mothering Sunday. But it is actually International Pi Day. The third month and the 14th day is when we celebrate International Pi Day. Now, pi is a very special number in maths. It's so special, it's been given that symbol. Now, what is it? Well, if you were to go into the kitchen and to get a tin of baked beans or something and get some string and measure around the outside of that tin, that would give you the circumference. Then if you were to get a ruler and measure from one side of the tin to the other, a straight line going through the middle, that would give you something called the diameter. So there are two different measurements there. And pi is the circumference, the outside of the tin, divided by d, the diameter, which is that straight line from one side of the tin to the other. And this is true for every circle. When we divide the circumference by the diameter, we always get this same special number. So in lots of ways, this pi is incredibly simple. Now, mathematicians over the centuries have been very interested in finding out a lot more about pi. Archimedes, who lived almost 300 years before Jesus, did a lot of exploring and investigating to find out more about pi. And what he did was draw different shapes inside a circle so that he could work out the length around that shape. He started off with a 6-sided shape, then he moved up to a 12-sided shape, then to a 24-sided shape, and I hope you can see that the more sides we add, the shape is looking an awful lot like a circle. And by doing this, he was able to get a really good feel for what this number pi is. It would have been something he would need to use, and the people of the day would have been using when they made things like wheels for chariots, etc. Since then, mathematicians have been interested into finding out the full extent of pi. Now, pi is never ending, so they can't actually work that out, but they have, using computers, managed to compute pi to trillions of digits, as you can see here filling the screen. Now, pi obviously is a very special number in maths, as I've just been saying, and it's used in lots of different places whenever we see anything to do with circles or spheres. And you can see there are some formally there. But it's also used with other things to do with curves, like wave functions, which is at the bottom of the page. But more importantly, because we now have a good understanding of pi, it has helped us to understand the universe better. Things like the spiral of the DNA, the pupil of an eye, concentric rings that travel from when you splash a rock into a pond. We've already said the physics that describe waves such as ripples of light and sound, the size of craters, even the size of the known universe. So pi is a fantastic bit of maths that has helped us to understand this amazing world that we live in. So I wonder if you are thinking, is this all random? Is it random that there is this special number that appears so much in the universe and helps us to understand it? Or is it that God created everything?